Hello. Does nobody say hello to? Okay. F.H. Shady, been to Agne. You both came. Wave, wave. Hello. Hello. It's hump day, right? It's hump day. Sandy, Candy Lady. Hi, how are you? Jasmine. Hi, Mr. Marcus Bonte from Germany. Becky Davidson, 1024. Hello. Hello. It's midweek. It's Wednesday before Memorial Day. Are we happy? Are we feeling good? Are we going into this weekend? Hi from Austin, Montana, Texas. Hi there. Love Austin. Yeah. Hi from New Mexico. Love New Mexico. Love Santa Fe. Love Albuquerque. Love Taos, New Mexico. Love so many different places. Arkansas. Hi from Bentonville, Arkansas. Madeline from Austin, Texas. Happy Wednesday. Yes, happy Wednesday. Hi from Florida. Oh, it's Pandora says it's Thursday here. Where are you? Montana, Texas. Happy. Good. So we're heading into Memorial Day weekend, which is the unofficial beginning, as we all know, of summer. It's also a time, right, when we can start supposedly wearing white pants. We can start to kind of shift into a different frame of mind, to a different tempo. At least that's what it used to be. In my mind, it's still that. It's kind of like, okay, people are kind of moving into a different pace starting in Memorial Day. So midweek, here we are Wednesday, and I wanted to talk to somebody who would send us into Memorial Day in a positive way, who would inspire us, who would motivate us, who had a take that I think would benefit us. And that person is Katie Sturino, and she has written this book. First of all, it's so original in the way it looks. I love the way this book looks. Body Talk, How to Embrace Your Body and Start Living Your Best Life. And she has certainly done that. I don't know if she's here yet, but she's really kind of a very impressive young Katie's so fab. Yes. So, oh my God, that was fast. Woo! You just came right in there.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. I'm so excited to talk to you.
I'm so excited. Congratulations, first of all, to you.
Thank you.
I know how hard it is to write a book. I know how much of your heart and soul has to go into writing a book. Katie has written this book. It came out yesterday, and we have to push it up on Amazon. We have to push it all the way up.
Yes.
For everybody to buy it. That's what you want.
Yes.
That's what, that's not the kind of definition of whether you're successful or not, but it's just fun. It's fun to go into the summer with a best-selling book. So you can see, Katie, so congratulations.
Thank you very much. I love that your book looks marked up. It looks like you've opened it up.
You can see, it's really marked. Look at this. It's all, what do you call it, ear dog tagged.
Yes.
I wanted, there's a lot in here to talk about. And I just want to say that this young woman who sits here works with me. She's 30. My daughter, who's over there, she's 29. They said start off with like, there is a world of difference between women who are in their early 30s and women who are coming up when it comes to body positivity. Are they right?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah.
What do you think is the big difference, Katie?
Well, I would say that, growing up, I didn't have anyone to look up to that had anything remotely resembling my shape or figure. So I'm a big person. Like, I've got big hands. I'm 5'11". And I just never had anyone to look to. I just figured that I was going to never look like the people on TV and never look like the people in the magazines, and therefore just be kind of a failure. Yeah. I was never going to see myself in those places.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so the book is really about Katie's journey to seeing herself, to accepting herself, and then the wow of that, and then wanting that for other people. Really, that's kind of it in a nutshell.
Yes.
And I was going to start by talking before I read the book. I wrote down, I was like, wow, this is so brave of you. And then I read the book and you're like, she doesn't like that. She does not want to be called brave. This is, nope, that's a bad word.
Well, I mean, it is brave to dig up that childhood, those kind of most embarrassing things from your childhood and put them in a book. Like that's a little, I'll say that that's brave, but yeah, me being in a bikini, I'm trying to educate people that that is not a brave thing. That's just me going outside.
But see, I'm going to respectfully disagree with you.
Great.
I'm going to push back on you because if you think there's a difference for people who are 30 and under, right? I'm double that. And there was absolutely nothing. So when I look at this, I do think it's brave. I do
Thank
think
you.
that it is brave to kind of own your own self, own your story, tell it. I constitute that as brave.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take that from you. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because
I'll take anything from you. I can't even believe I'm talking to you right now.
But I think it's so true because I think owning our stories requires bravery, right? We're all trying to fit in some way, right? We're all trying to be accepted in some way. And so talking about the way people talked to you, talking about how it felt to be in your body, talking about how you felt people were viewing you and then pushing back up against you, talking about trying to take this on as a movement, that's brave and it's unusual, right? And so I think that you have to own that in a way. And it's okay to be brave. I mean, we need brave people to go out into the world with a different voice and a different message.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
So that's what I liked about this book. Now, I'm wondering, who did you write this book for? Is it for those young women who are 30 and up who did not have this message? Is it for the young women who are 15 and struggling? Is it for the little girl inside of me in my 60s that never was spoken to? Who are you speaking to? And is it for boys too?
The answer is yes. It's for all of those categories. I think that I hear women in their 70s or 80s still talking about dieting or losing the final 5 to 10 pounds. And to me, I feel sad and disappointed that that's something that was never achieved. I think I heard Oprah speak about how one thing she wanted to solve in her life eventually was getting control of her weight or her body image. Yeah. And that's so interesting because Oprah is someone that I think the entire world, every woman looks to as an inspiration. And even she has this body image issue. No woman is safe from it. And I think that I want to help women who grew up without those role models. I want to help women who want to get through this at any age, essentially. And I think boys could read this book, but truly, I really wrote it for women because unfortunately, I think we're kind of handed we're handed like a tampon box and a diet pamphlet. That's kind of what it is to come up as a woman, essentially, or kind of what it was.
This is some woman in here said, I'm in my early 60s and myself and all my friends were still obsessed with our weight.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought this is how the book begins. I like the creativity of this book. I think it's really easy to read. It's actually fun to read. And it's also thought-provoking to read. Because you think you're reading something that's fun and easy, and then a lot of it, is kind of heartbreaking in some of the, I've always felt like the biggest person in the room. There's nothing wrong with you. In 2015, I learned to say that to myself, and then everything changed. You had felt up until that point, Katie, like that there was something fundamentally wrong with you. You didn't love your body and you did not love yourself.
Yes, absolutely. I really had been made to feel that way through all my experiences. I just didn't have the right body. I couldn't shop in the stores that my friends shopped at. And especially moving to New York. I mean, I grew up in Wisconsin, so people are bigger in Wisconsin, but I was still big in Wisconsin. And getting to New York, though, I knew the second that I stepped foot into an office that I didn't fit quite in, literally. And that was followed up with comments that aren't even in the book. People would come up to me on the street and give me diet advice. Women, Upper East Side women, like in Beverly Hills one time, a woman came up to me and said, "Honey, it's obvious that you're looking to stay fit." I was going to a bar class, like a exercise, Physique 57. And she said, "It's obvious you're looking to stay fit, but it's going to be a struggle for you because of your shape. And I recommend you carry protein with you." And I was like, "Thank you. I don't know you." But I mean, these are the type of unsolicited things that I've always gotten from the outside, letting me know that I should continue to try to be as small as I can.
And how do you kind of hold that? What I like also in the book is you said it's not like you do this and tell yourself this and one day and it's all good. That this is an ongoing conversation that you have to have with yourself. So when you wake up every day, Katie, is this a conversation you're having with yourself? There's nothing wrong with you. You're okay. What you're doing is good. Push back. Is that what you're like?
I would say thankfully, no. Thankfully, I wake up and I'm having too much fun to even think about that, or to have that need to have a psych up moment for myself. Yeah. If I do have a bad moment, which definitely can happen, it really is a moment. It's no longer the thing of canceling the plans, ripping everything out of my closet to try it all on, and I don't like the way anything looks, and having, immediately ordering some sort of subscription diet, which that kind of dramatic thing is something that I would do semi-frequently, because I would have a meltdown because I felt a certain way. I was triggered by something, and then I was like, well, I guess I just have to keep trying to be thin.
There's so many women on here who are saying, I'm in my 50s, I'm in my 60s, and it's what I think about every single day. And talking about, I'm in the pandemic, I just gained 25 pounds, I don't feel okay about myself. This is what my father called me. This is what people call me. And so in a way that you're talking about getting an advocate, talking to the little girl really that lives inside of you. And perhaps also women in my generation, that wasn't part of the conversation at all.
It's very new.
We did not grow up with self-care. We did not grow up with body inclusivity, body positivity, none of that.
Yeah.
So what do you think changes for you when you speak to that mascot, as you say?
I think that you learn to, which is something that you do learn in therapy, but I think speaking to that little girl inside you who at a very early, sadly, a very early point in life was made to feel that her body was wrong, speaking to her and kind of going back and trying to write that journey and telling her she's good as she is. And so it's kind of weird. It's like you almost start to talk to each other, because then she's like, "You got this." And I'm like, thanks. Or it's like you don't want to let her down. And there's something in that is really powerful. So that's why we included the mascot in the book, because I wanted women to remember that at some point in their life, they didn't even notice that they had a body.
What I also like in this book, so you can get it at any age, but Katie includes these pages here for you to write to yourself, to write things down. I always love that. How to talk to yourself, write your insecurities and the scary words here.
Yeah. Right in the beginning, I ask people right in the beginning to do a homework assignment where you just say exactly your worst things that you think about yourself or that people have said to you, so that we say it like out loud. Let's get it out of the way.
Yeah, and you put all those things, the worst things that people have said to you, in here. I've heard several of those things growing up myself. And I think probably everybody did. What do you hate about your body? Go ahead, write it out. And you could include aging in this. People hate to see their bodies age, right? Yeah. Sydney here was talking about being pregnant. I don't know my body. Your body is forever changing, right? So just when you feel like you may get a handle on it, you might become pregnant. You might notice that all of a sudden you're aging and you feel like, who is that? what is that looking back at me? You might have gained weight during COVID. You might have just gained weight. You might have lost weight. I think, you say when you finish this book, pass on the message and move forward with your life. Isn't this kind of an ongoing message, though, all the time? You talk about negative thoughts coming in all the time.
It's a fair point. And yes, it is. And your body does change and the relationship with your body will change.
Yeah.
But I think if we remember to be kinder with ourselves and to be a little bit more gentle with the way that we evolve, with the way we look at our body, I think that it doesn't have to be so drastic every time. And if we have these tools in our back pocket as things change, I think you're able to handle them with a little bit more grace.
What do you think are the most kind of 2 or 3 most important tools to have as you go out into the world if you're struggling with your body?
Well, I think in the book, we talk about enoughs, which are external negative forces. And I think that it's very important to weed people or things or shows or social media accounts that make you feel bad. Weed those people out of your life. Have honest conversations. You see a lot of people coming into the comments talking about their families saying things to them. Being honest and upfront with the people in your life that your body is not up for a conversation. This is not a Thanksgiving Day chat about you should go lose weight. You should be on Weight Watchers. This is not a conversation to have with your family.
Push back against people that you feel are commenting about your body, making you feel insecure about your body. That's a really good tool. What else?
And then, being able to recognize what you're saying to yourself in the mirror and how you are speaking to yourself is another thing. Because I think that sometimes we have this unconscious negative ticker in our brain all the time about how we look, and we're saying these rude things to ourselves. And I think that we need to monitor that. And then I think we need to learn how to say nice things to ourselves too.
That's for sure. So those are 3 very specific tools, right? Be able to push back against people in your family or otherwise.
It's hard.
And figure out what those words are that make you feel comfortable and secure with. So push back against that. Notice the negative talk when it's coming into your own mind, right? You go through here that you said, I would estimate that I have spent about 850 years thinking about how much exercising I have to do in order to cancel out the calories I've consumed. 6 million hours feeling like all I wanted to do was shrink myself down. These are all 3 centuries feeling like a straight up loser. It's kind of intense when you look at it laid out, that how mean we are to ourselves and how mean the messages are that are out there that we absorb in and then turn on ourselves, right? Mm-hmm. So you're talking about having the tools to stop the negative self-talk. How do you begin to, I've heard a lot about, kind of self-love. How do you work on loving a body that you don't love?
Well, I think one way to start is by wearing things that you do love. And that is something that I try to do on my Instagram account. I try to show people that they can wear the things that they've either been told that they can't wear or that they've told themselves that they can't wear. So maybe it's white pants. Maybe you think that only women of a certain size can wear white pants. So I like to push right up and show people that I wear a size 18-20 and I can wear those items, and so can you. Because I think that one way that women keep the negative cycle going on the outside is to camouflage. They dress to basically hide. Yeah. They wear a black cardigan that covers the butt, some black pants, and like a plain shirt, because they're essentially wanting to hide. And I encourage women to actually find fun and playfulness and self-expression with getting dressed.
When you say you think so many women are trying to hide, unpack that for me a little bit. What do you think we're trying to hide from?
I think we're trying to hide our bodies, and I think that we want to take up as little space in the world as possible. Which that's deep, because that says a lot, because we didn't make the rules to be small. Women weren't telling women that we had to be small. Somewhere along the line in history, this became our narrative.
Right. So that's a really big thing that you just talked about. You said here, this is the opening page here. It says big, the story of my life. You're talking about it in terms of your body.
Mm-hmm.
But really, I want to kind of, you want to be a big presence in the world.
Mm-hmm.
You have a big message.
Mm-hmm.
Can you own that?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I can, because I think that women are told, or
You.
we're subconsciously told to be small and quiet. And even though we are finding our voice, I think that still there are many. I see men walk into a room and speak at top volume in a way that women would never do it, because women are conditioned somewhere back, unfortunately, to be small and to be quiet. And I think that you're absolutely right. Is big, the story of my life. I want women to live large, happy, loud lives if they want.
That I think is great, because
Yeah.
I don't think you say that specifically here,
No,
but
I didn't, and you found that, and you are correct.
yeah, and I think that's really, for me, what I got out of this, and what I wanted to stress is that we're all kind of, as you said, hiding, shrinking, putting the light on a partner, putting the light. You talk about having had a career where you were about shining a light on
Yes.
others and shrinking back. So I think this story is so multi-layered and multi-dimensional, but it seems to me that more than body inclusivity, more than body acceptance, you're really advocating for people to own the bigness of their lives.
You're good. Yeah, that's right. That's absolutely right.
But you're the one that has the headband that matches the wallpaper, okay? So I'm trying to figure out, what are you really saying? But I'm like, people are like, yo, she has her headband that matches the wallpaper. Is that a horse or a donkey behind you?
That's a horse.
That's
It's
a horse. That's my spirit animal. But I think,
really?
yes, but I think that that's really what I think is so great about this is to live big and brave, right? That's really what you're saying. And don't let your body make you feel like you have to be small.
Yes. Yes. That's
Yes.
it. That's it. That's the whole thing. Yes.
So you can read the book and you'll get all of that. And what I think is so, but I always think sometimes that the body acceptance movement is really about what you're saying here, is that go out and live as big as you want, take care of yourself, speak how you want, dress how you want, don't hide, be big. And big with your voice, big with your ideas, big with the way you want to dress, have a headband that matches your wallpaper. It's freaking big. That is so big. I've never interviewed, and do you know how many people I've interviewed? I've never interviewed anybody whose headband matched their wallpaper. So I love that. And I love that you've done this book. I first heard about Mega Babe. We haven't even talked about Mega Babe as the company that Katie started. I've heard about it from Heather McMahon.
Yes, I know that you're friends with Heather.
Yes, I'm friends with Heather. And she was the one who first started talking about Mega Babe. And I was like, what is that? Do I need Mega Babe? Do we all need Mega Babe?
Yes.
So
Yes.
tell a little bit about how you started a business to be big. You started a big business.
Yes. I started Mega Babe because I wanted something for thigh chafe that wasn't made for a man or for an athlete. I just wanted something I could wear, running to the subway to work. So that is why I started Mega Babe. And who knew? I put 10,000 units of Thigh Rescue in my parents' garage 4 years ago. And I was like pretty sure that at this point I'd have to be getting them out and shipping them off to wherever, because the business was going to fail, because everyone told me no one needed this. But guess what? We have over 20 different products now, including our toe deodorant, and we actually make regular deodorant. Our Rosy Pits deodorant is one of our top sellers. We just launched a chlorophyll deodorant that's green, that has actual chlorophyll in it. It's really fantastic. And we sell in Target and Ulta, and the business has grown beyond my wildest dreams. And all I can say is that, yeah, these are not niche problems. These are pretty much common body problems. And I'm thrilled to be able to allow people to, or help people talk about them without being embarrassed.
Yeah, and I think what's also really great about what you've done, Katie, people often come up to me and say, like, I can't find my purpose. I can't find my mission. And I always say, like, look in your own life, look in your own house, look in your own family, look at what's affecting you. And what you did is you looked at all of that and you made a business out of it. And now you have a message really to women in particular of all ages. Young women
Yes.
can grow up now, thinking about their bodies, hopefully spending less time thinking about their bodies, less time shaming themselves
Yes.
than women of my generation or even my daughter's generation who
Yes.
do not have this inclusivity movement. So I think that you're actually kind of trying to shift culture, shift conversations, shift dialogue around
Yes.
this issue.
Yes, exactly. Man. Yeah.
There you go. There you go, girl. Look at that. I love that. It's so the book is Body Talk, How to Embrace Your Body and Start Living Your, it says living your best life. I'm adding living your big,
Yes.
brave, best life. There you go.
I like it.
You like it. So it's on Amazon. You can get it before Memorial Day and wear whatever you want on Memorial Day. You've encouraged me to wear white pants this weekend. Good.
I'll take it. Also, Maria, I need to get you some deodorant.
Oh, do I smell? What, can you smell? I actually have Mega Babe deodorant. Believe it or not, I have it. I have it in my side drawer with my toothpaste. And I don't know, I think my daughter gave it to me because I asked somebody, but I have it. I use it. And it's too big for me to travel with, but maybe you'll have like a travel size. But I haven't been traveling lately anyway.
Yeah.
But
yeah. You're in luck.
What I want to do is get a headband that matches my wallpaper. But anyway, I'm so happy for you. I'm really happy for you. And I'm happy for all the people that are going to benefit from this message. And hopefully we will stop tying our sweaters around our butts.
That's the stuff. Yeah.
That's the stuff.
Yeah.
That's the stuff I grew up with, and I still do. So
no,
don't do it.
No,
Stop.
This is the summer of no sweater around the butt. Yep.
Okay, there it is. So if you see me somewhere and you see my sweater around that, say, Maria, I told
we talked about this. Yeah.
We talked about this. Stop it. Anyway, you're great. I love what you're doing. I'm respectful of it. I admire it. And look at somebody just said, Katie, you're changing the culture. So that's a good thing to go into the Memorial Day weekend thinking about, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Feeling good.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Katie, for joining us today. Congratulations, and keep doing your big life.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Bye. There you have it. That's the book. Body Talk is the name of it. How to embrace your body and start living your big, best life. I just added that word. She's really, that's right. No sweater around the butt. We got to stop with that. No sweater around the butt. It's Memorial Day this weekend. I hope you subscribe to the Sunday paper. We're going to put this up in the Sunday paper. She's an inspiration and a joy, and bravo to her for using her voice, using her life experience, and try to move us all forward. And as she said, pass it on. But don't think it's a one-day job. You got to keep going, got to keep doing, got to keep reassuring yourself and stopping that negative talk. When you want to write a book, when you want to give a speech, when you want to start a company, you got to talk yourself forward, talk yourself positively forward. And if not you, who? If not you, who? Okay, that's funny. If not you, who? You who? Okay, have a great rest of the day. Thanks so much. Bye.